Hey, welcome back to Ask Allison. Here is today's question. Can it be too early to be thinking about private practice? I'm working towards licensure, should be done next year, and I'm doing therapy as a clinical intern and know my goal is to be in private practice. When's the right time to start to figure this stuff out? So first, I want to thank Therapy Notes for sponsoring Ask Allison. It is an all-inclusive, simple, affordable practice management system that it has everything that you need for your practice: your calendar, your notes, your video conferencing, credit card processing rates that are super low. It's the highest rated EHR on Trustpilot. It follows the golden thread, so you don't have to retype everything in every single session. You should check it out. You can try it for 2 months for free if you use the promo code ABUNDANT if you go to therapynotes.com. So I love forward thinkers, planners, people who are like ready to take the bull by the horns. You are going to be so well set up for private practice if you start now. You don't have to do all the getting the business off the ground stuff yet. So don't worry about your EIN and your NPI and all those other letter things. You don't have to worry about that right now. You get to do the fun marketing stuff, which I know sounds like an oxymoron for some of you. But those getting started stuff, we have for you guys for free, and the checklist, I'll link to that. But you can lay the foundation for an amazing marketing plan right now. You can seriously start generating interest now. So first things first, we work with a lot of newly licensed clinicians because I'm pretty vocal that I don't believe in paying your dues in a toxic agency. If you already know you want to do private practice, the thing the newly licensed clinicians we work with struggle the most with is the perception that they're less good than their private practice peers. So most of the time it's projection, but every now and then a therapist who lacks social skills will say something rude about the newer clinician's age or experience. So today's free handout is a list of reasons that newer clinicians make amazing private practice therapists. So feel free to respond to any inner or outer snarky comments with what you find in there. Okay, step one, get really clear on your niche. Don't worry, you can change it later. I know it's kind of like, should I marry the first person I go on a date with? Don't worry about that. You don't have the amount of experience that you will have 5 years from now, but you can morph and change. And my niche is the same as it's always been. So some of us just get lucky and hit the nail on the head the first round. So do your best to hone in on that clear ideal client. Build a website around either a blog or a vlog. Write or record consistently. Do not include contact information. So you can have a website that's literally just a blog talking about your ideal clients and what they need to hear and need to know, and just don't have a contact page. It makes it really easy. That way you're not having to turn people away, provide referrals all the time, make it very clear that this is not a therapy website. This is for educational purposes only until you're ready to open. Network with people in the community that you plan to open your practice in. So meet with other people in your niche, consider serving on boards that are related to your niche. You will be offered jobs. This is actually a warning. You will be offered jobs. It's super flattering. None of us feel bad about being offered a job. But if your goal is private practice, your goal is private practice. You're just delaying your goals and the inevitable if you take a job out of feeling flattered. Hone your clinical skills. If your agency pays for CEUs, by all means, go to the trainings that you know are going to benefit your future clientele also. Find a really amazing supervisor. Some of us didn't have great supervisors in our agency jobs. So if you need to pay for supplemental supervision outside of your job, it might not be where you want to spend your money right now, but if it's a really valuable investment, I say do it. But find somebody that you trust, that you respect out in your community, whether that's your clinical community or your city community, and get some guidance from them so that you can hone your skills and form yourself into the clinician that you know that you can be. If you plan to use social media as a marketing tool, go ahead and get that going. Build an audience there. Share your blog or your blog posts. Stay active in your grid and stories. Do not be shy. You've probably heard me say this before, but don't feel like you have to do social if you're not into social. You really don't have to. But if you do want to do social, get started now. Now, whether you are like this person who's writing and thinking ahead, or you're waiting for your private practice phone to ring, we can tell you how to build the practice that you want step by step, help you get clients in there in the abundance party. It's $49 a month. You can probably afford it on your agency salary, even though you're not buying, the fancy things right now. It's an investment in your future. If you have questions for me, please ask me. You can DM me over on Instagram where I'm abundance_practice_building. We also have a free workshop that's called How to Fill Your Practice Without Being Salesy or Spending Money You Don't Have. I'll link to that as well. I'll also link to the free worksheet. You guys who are newly licensed, almost newly licensed, whatever they call it in your state, whether it's an associate license or intern or whatever, you're on your way. Please don't feel like you have to pay your dues. I hate that so much. I have lots of rants about that. You can check them out. But we've got your back if you know you want practice. We've got you. Check us out. Talk to you later.